Hello. Welcome back to season 3 of Video Journals. I can't believe we're here again. It seems like it's gone so quickly. But we are in May filming. So this is, I guess, going into the summer months of our Video Journals. I want summer to be here. It's kind of sunny outside, so I'm saying summer is here by force. But yeah, we are joined by a wonderful guest this time as we're going into a new season. That means new guests. So we have a wonderful guest to the side of me. We have Douglas.
Hello.
Tell us what you do. Tell us a bit about yourself quickly.
Douglas, what I do, I'm studying theology. I work with kids in care.
Lovely stuff. Yeah. Lovely. Everyone meet Douglas. Say hey. Hey. So for this season, we're doing things a bit differently. Last season, we did it all about relationships. And the season before, it was actually about going into the new year and reflecting on things that have happened last year going into 2026. So for me anyway, on my journey into getting to know Christ, something that I really leaned on was hearing people's testimonies, but especially before going to church, because for me it was kind of like, I don't know if where I'm at is where I need to be. I don't know if I was ready to step into church. So actually hearing people's testimonies really helped me then realize like I'm not too far gone. And also just hearing, you know what, if God can do that for other people, he can also do it for me. Yeah. So testimonies really helped me in my journey in getting to know Christ and in my journey to getting to know Jesus for my own self. So I felt like God put it on my heart to do a season on testimonies itself, and then hopefully we can encourage others that are also in their season or maybe going through something that Douglas has gone through or something that I've gone through, and we can like learn from each other and help each other grow in that way. But to start off, as always, we're going to start off with a nice little icebreaker just that you can get to know Douglas. And Douglas does not know what this is, so we're going to do it together. We're going to do a little quick game of Pick It Up and Preach. However, you also love football, which is what we spoke about. Yeah. So in here, we have different football terms. Okay. You're going to pick one out and you've got to give us a quick mini sermonette. Okay. You have 2 minutes as well. Okay. For the sermon. Okay. And
2 minute sermon, not less than...
You know what? Fine, we'll do a minute.
Okay.
A minute. Okay, yeah. 2 minutes can be a bit... Okay, yeah, we'll give you a minute. I might attempt as well, but everyone know I'm not theology student.
She's going to attempt.
I'm not a sermon. I'm just a girl. I don't do any of this. But yeah, Nathaniel helped me pick these. So off you go.
Okay.
Don't look. Okay, you've got a minute? Mm-hmm. Do you want to look first?
Yeah.
Look first and then... What does it say?
Extra time.
Okay. Your time starts now. Go.
Okay, extra time. So, extra time is interesting because you haven't done what you should have done in 90 minutes. And so, usually you get 90 minutes to finish the game, but you only get extra time because you haven't done what you meant to do in 90 minutes. And love that because that extra time really kind of depicts who God is and his character, because oftentimes as humans, right, we don't do what we should do in the time given. But God gives us extra time. And extra time allows us to get our act together and to get the result that he wants us to get. And so extra time comes in because ultimately, it's for your benefit. You'll be given extra time. The match didn't finish. There's no second leg. It's here, done, go. And so God gives extra time to kind of allow us to accomplish what we need to accomplish. So even though time feels like it's running out, don't worry. God gave us extra time.
I gave you extra time. Well done. That was so good. You know what you're doing. Were you nervous? Really?
Hey.
It didn't give it.
Listen,
that came off the cuff. Wow, well done. I don't know if I can go after that.
Over to you.
Isaac, do you want to go? Referee. Referee.
Control the game. They give fouls or not fouls.
Bro, you're giving me stuff.
Yeah, I'm helping out.
Thanks. Okay, referee. Everyone say referee with me.
Referee.
Thanks. Okay, so referee. The role of a referee is to assess the game, make sure everything is going to plan, make sure people are sticking to the rules, and making sure that the game is running smoothly. If something goes wrong, they usually get a warning. If something goes more wrong, they get a yellow card, they get a red card. Now, for me, I look at the Bible as the referee, right? Because it actually guides my life. It guides in what way I should go. If I'm going the wrong way, if I'm going the right way, it will give me that warning. It will give me that yellow card. But also it will give me that red card, because through the Bible, we know that it's the word of God. So constantly we have the Holy Spirit speaking to us, constantly in my ear, just being like, watch out, warning there, warning there. And we have the choice whether we want to agree with it, whether we want to lead from it, or whether we want to just keep going and doing our own way. So we need to be mindful that when we're hearing that voice in our head, are we going to follow the referee's warnings, or are we going to go and take it in our own way and get a red card and be sent off the pitch? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, that was Pick It Up and Preach. Woo! Thanks for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed it whilst you're watching along as well. Maybe you connected the dots as to where we were going. If you did, let us know. If you had other points or other suggestions when you were listening to it, let us know in the comments below as well, because I'd love to hear it. Okay, so we're just going to get straight into it about your story, your journey, what has led you to the point right now where you're doing theology, you finished, and you're starting this next chapter in life. So if you could take us to your childhood, around the ages of like 1 to 13, what was your life like? What was your relationship with God like, if you had one, if you didn't have one? What was childhood like for you?
I think that's an interesting question, because upon reflection, I don't really think I had a relationship with God. For me, football was a big thing for me. So for me, that was like my life. That was, if I would say I had a connection, it was with football.
Okay.
Friends all the time out playing football with my friends, and so I used to go to church. My mom used to take me to church every Saturday. But then for me, church was really like a place where it was fun to be. Where I was, my church was really fun to be. Meet my friends. That's how I actually found out about football. Like actually getting into it more seriously. My friend from church invited me to football on Sunday, and then that kind of kickstarted my love for football. So I guess 0 to 13, didn't really have one. Mum was again very much that was kind of strong for her, especially going to church on Sabbath on Saturdays.
So this was a Seventh-day Adventist church?
Yes, it was. So like everything was kind of dictated by that. So I couldn't play football on Saturday because of that. But anything else around that, I'm fine to do football-wise. And so, I didn't really have one. But I guess I do remember a few instances where like church-wise key memories were like kind of pathfinders, you kind of adventurers. And then, I remember singing in like a little church choir, which was great, maybe scripture reading. But I enjoyed that because I knew that my mum was proud for me for doing that.
Okay.
And so after doing that, my mum would be like, hey, here's a little £10. I'm like, wow, okay, great. So in my head, I knew that if I did something at church, it would equate to rewards. Yeah.
Yes.
So church was kind of more of a social space for me and my friends and so forth. But if I was to say, hey, what do I remember? The songs, Father Abraham has many sons, all these key songs. But again, for me, what kind of reminds me of then is more of just the coming together, the fun, the enjoyment, easy, relaxed. My friends were there.
Yeah.
But spiritually, nothing at all. If I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Okay.
I don't remember even just remember what I believe. I don't know. It was definitely more of a social space for me.
Yeah. And did you grow up in the UK? Yeah,
in the UK. So I was actually born in Zambia, but I moved here when I was like 3, 4.
Okay.
But so pretty much, from a while, it's just been that really.
It was almost like routine, and then the social aspect of it helped to enjoy all of that.
Yeah, definitely.
So when would you say was the first time you encountered God for yourself?
I'd probably say we are 13 actually.
13.
That was actually a key stage because for me, I don't remember like prayers. Didn't really have family devotion with my mum. Bible wasn't really a key thing in my home type of thing. Going to church was, but I guess that was a main thing spiritually. Yeah. But I guess 13, but the encounter wasn't a positive encounter.
Okay.
It was actually quite an opposite of a positive, negative of course. So 12, 13, mom got really ill. She actually had cancer. And she was pretty much getting in a very bad state. And so I remember, well, I'm from Zambia, so basically in my culture, when things are not going well for someone, family members come around the house, like yeah. So they came around the house. In my head, I'm thinking something's not okay, because why are all my family here for no reason? In my head, no reason. But mom was ill. Anyways, I remember Friday night. The only time I remember, when I was young, praying to God about something. I said, God, mom's not feeling great, and I feel like she's gonna pass away or die soon. Please don't take away from me.
Yeah.
And so that was Friday night. The next day, she passed away.
Wow.
And so for me, that was quite a
Yeah.
It was an experience for sure.
Yeah.
But it's like, whoa, traumatic experience. Yeah. I'm like, wow, okay. Obviously, I didn't really know God like that, but at least I thought, if I'm gonna pray, I've been taught to pray, and kind of,
Who answered the prayer?
Yeah, who God is, and he knew that. I'm a young guy, 12, 13, I think it was. This is my mom's all I have. I had her. She's my main person, right?
Yeah.
So that prayer was not answered.
Yeah.
In fact, the next day, it kind of happened, you know?
Yeah.
So that's probably my first experience that I realized, okay,
What is?
Yeah, what is this? And I guess from there, because again, football was my main thing, that kind of was a reason for me not to be not to kind of, I won't say I ever pursued it, but there's no reason to pursue it now anyways.
Right.
Because my mom was a key person who kind of drove me to church. If my mom wasn't around, would I go to church? No.
Yeah.
So again, it was kind of more for her, and kind of because I had to. But if I had to make a choice for myself at 13, of course, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'd be outside playing football. But yeah, that was kind of my first probably key experience.
Wow.
Because as a prayer.
Yeah.
And for it to happen so quickly the next day and so sudden for me, it was and from there my whole world changed. Everything just changed from there. Wow. That's quite so definitely experience.
A very pivotal and hard experience.
Yeah.
For that almost to be your first conversation with God, and it just didn't happen how you would have expected it to be answered.
I don't remember I don't remember any prayer I ever prayed before. Besides that one.
First prayer.
I probably prayed before, but I can't remember what I prayed before.
Okay, yeah.
This was the prayer, if I could pray, if I say I could pray my heart out, that was that prayer. So for it not to happen, it's okay.
Wow. So what was your opinion of God in that moment then?
Difficult to say, I think, but for me, it didn't really. It's kind of it's hard to actually put a finger on it, but it's more of okay then. If I summarize it, I'm okay then, because again, we're saying about these different things about God and who God is. Obviously, a lot about these things, and so obviously, I guess reflecting, I prayed that prayer because I believe God could do something.
Yeah. And
so because they didn't do something, and what happened was not what I thought was best for me. It's kind of a question mark.
Yeah.
Or kind of how relevant is this?
Yes. Yeah.
Because
it's not affecting me.
Yeah.
In the way that I would have wanted it to.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So definitely influential.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's a lot. Yeah. So I guess from the ages of 13 then to 18. Because at 13 what year would you be in?
Starting year 7.
Year 7, yeah.
7.
So from the age of 13 up until you're starting uni now. How was your relationship with God then? How was your pursuit in football, life as well? In that age, what were you up to, and how had your view of God potentially changed or formed or whatever in that age?
Yeah, I think it definitely changed later on, towards 18 onwards.
Yeah.
Because from 13, I had to move around quite a bit. Moved to America because of that. Came back. Football was always my main goal.
Yeah.
Always pursuing that. And that was kind of my route. Again, church-wise, my auntie took me on underneath her. Went to church here and there. In America, yeah. Right. Kind of Sundays here and there. So we went to church, was church, okay, we have to go. Kind of a have to go thing. Of course, I'm young. But then eventually I came back to England and like, I was not uni, I was actually at college. Just I living life really. Not only I had a purpose or like, I knew kind of God was kind of there because my family is quite, not religious, but like they believe in God and it's part of who they are kind of thing. But like actually tangibly like, hey, I want to seek God, not really. No, not really.
It's not really something you were focused on.
Yeah, but because my mum kind of raised me Adventist, I kind of knew that going to church was important. But like by myself, doing it by myself, that's a lot. Like no, like it's just not
a big commitment and something that it didn't impact you enough to be like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah. So I definitely tried it. I think once or twice going to church.
On your own?
On my own, yeah. But like that was, I think for me, I went to this big church. What name it? Went to this big church. It's like I got there. I'm like, okay, let me just try this thing out because I know that it's important to go to church, right? Got there and it's like it's just felt very lonely. I didn't know anything about the Bible. Didn't know anything about anything because it's like, oh, this is a big church.
Yeah.
No one really cares. If I don't come back, I don't care. I don't think people.
No one's gonna
know. You know.
Right.
So I kind of tried it maybe once or twice. Then I was like, okay, cool. I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I guess from there, I was kind of like, I guess I kind of had some sort of seeking instance per se through YouTube. So like so I kind of had like an inkling of like God and like kind of nothing too heavy, but like just kind of like curious a little bit. And so I was more of like a YouTube seeker type of watching some on YouTube here. There's like up to like 15, 16, 17, 18.
Okay. So before uni?
Yeah, before uni.
You would just watch YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to, again, just little things here. 'Cause I thought, okay, let me just try and get into this a little bit. But again, would I call it encounter? Not really.
Okay.
It was more of like curiosity.
Right.
Trying to know more. I know that I probably should know more because I know Christianity is probably an important thing or something that could help me. But like, that's it.
Okay.
Not like, so mainly through YouTube.
So was it more your experience or like seeing through your mum's and your family's experience of their relationship with God that made you be like, okay, maybe I should pursue this more if you didn't have your own relationship with God? Like what made you be so curious as to, maybe let me see what this is about and continue seeing what it's about?
Yeah, I think that's a loaded question because like, I think it's not even, I won't say it's the them. It's more of like where I was in life.
Okay.
I probably definitely still dealing with my mum's loss.
Yeah.
And then in a household where I didn't feel very like, it was very, like, it was just, I didn't feel like any direction or meaning or purpose. It just felt like just
doing things.
Right. No purpose really. Like, sure, there's a bit more to life than this. I'm not really sure what I was seeking for, but kind of, hey,
let me just see what happens.
Yeah, I'm very much an experimental person.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try things. I guess for me, because my family were kind of religious, this made sense
to be the thing that you would try.
Okay, for sure.
So in that time frame, then, what was something that you felt you struggled with the most? I feel like you might have kind of answered that bit.
Definitely identity, I think. So I didn't really know, again, purpose, again, know where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do. I kind of had plans in place to kind of maybe move out quite early on. I moved out at 16. Came to live with my brother, and it's like, had those type of plans, but like actual purposeful, meaningful plans, like who am I going to be?
Yeah.
I knew football could be a thing, but like, football's about connections, really.
It is, yeah.
And you can be great, but if you haven't got connections, you're not really gonna
get to where.
Yeah. So I'm like, is it really a viable option? Try, but like, not really.
Okay.
So like, I think it's more of where I was, space I was, and like just kind of like, felt a bit lost, felt a bit like just not fulfilled again. That definitely a void for sure.
Okay.
Void is definitely a big word I'll use. Void.
Okay.
Because I didn't really feel any just
purpose. Like, this is why I'm.
Okay. I think love as well, and just like community, family.
Okay.
That's how I definitely felt for sure.
And did you feel people were like speaking into that, or no? It was just like I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm also just trying to see if God is a thing.
What do you mean by speaking into it? Like,
as in, like, did you feel like God might have been speaking to you in that moment, or no? It was kind of just, I don't know what I'm doing, but
I think more of it than what I'm doing.
Okay.
Now, but I think that was definitely, in hindsight, it's definitely like that's a stepping stone to get into Him.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I think you got to get to a place where it's like, okay, you got to realize your need for something. If you're fine, life is great. Why do you need something else?
Yeah.
Why do you need something?
Yeah.
And so I think I definitely realized that through this process. I'm like, this is long. Okay, nothing's here. Okay, great. Sure, there's more. I'm asking more questions.
Yeah.
But if everything was great and I'm fine,
It's just, well, life's good.
yeah, exactly.
I don't need
There's
anything.
no space for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so in
definitely.
hindsight, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I feel like God does that a lot, where it's like he'll strip you back to where you are like, but this isn't enough.
Yeah.
For you to then recognize you need Him
Yeah.
in that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
definitely.
God works in like stepping stones. I call it. I kind of allude to this a bit later on, but like stepping stones where if he give you the full picture now, it's too much to take
Yeah,
in.
it literally, yeah.
But it's like, you know what? Let me just give you a little bite here, a little bite here. Then you come little bites, bites, but then you realize, oh wait, I'm here at the cake now. yeah. I think that's how it works. Definitely in my life for sure. Because I think if you told me where I am now, then
Yes.
I'd be like, ha, Lord, yeah.
Right. But
Yeah, all right
that's
then,
so
fairs.
interesting though, because I feel like that is how God does work. But there's so many times when I'll be like, God, I don't get it. Like, just show me. But if He was to show me, as you said, it would be either way too much, or I'd be like, God, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And I'll completely go in the right
Yeah.
or left
Too overwhelming.
direction. Literally.
Yeah.
There's a reason as to why God does it in small steps, because He knows what we can handle and He knows what we can. So yeah.
One of my favorite verses actually is actually from Proverbs. I think. Yeah, it says, "The path of the just shines brighter and brighter in the perfect day." It's kind of like how I can see the text is like, as you keep stepping forward, the path gets more clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer.
Yeah.
And so I think if he was to blind us by the plans we have, it would be too much to take on. We kind of little seep of sun, and kind of eventually, it's not like it's kind of sunrise.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. And that's beautiful. I also think it helps with your faith as well, in
Yeah.
terms of you're building your faith, because you're having to trust the small steps rather
Yeah.
than just seeing everything all at once.
Yeah.
It helps with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was then your turning point from, I guess, uni up until, let's say, 21?
Yeah.
What was life like then? What was your turning point to kind of being like, God?
Yeah, those are actually quite 19 to 21. I think were quite formative years.
Yes.
Because like, so I was pursuing football still.
Okay.
But I'm still watching sermons.
Okay.
Online. I remember I used to try and go to church with my cousin and like she maybe they don't know it really, but they used to go to church every Saturday, and I sleep over their house sometimes on Fridays.
Yeah.
And I used to purposely forget my clothes for church, so I didn't have to go.
Yeah.
And like, oh guys, I guess,
Oh,
and like, yeah, let's go. I can't go. And then, or like, find ways that we couldn't go together. I'm, I guess I'm home today.
Yeah.
So I think they were actually quite, in hindsight, they're quite pivotal in that little seeds. But I was watching sermons still, and then I watched this one sermon. It's definitely the pivotal sermon that I watched. This pastor was saying preached about the importance of going to church.
Okay.
At the time, I'm playing football on Saturdays, because to get a better standard, you got to move either Wednesdays or Saturdays to play football.
Right.
So I'm playing football on Saturdays, and it's a good club, and I'm okay, cool. But then I'm watching sermons like the importance of going to church. I'm like, oh, and my mind was kind of further back to when I was younger, like pathfinders, like just like adventurers, like just a fun space for me to be. I felt belonging.
Yes.
If I say I felt belonging, it was at that point.
That's
At church, and just like I can go there and I got friends there, so I'm like, oh, it's like a flashback. Oh wow, okay, cool. Then obviously he made the appeal, like, okay, like, so what are you gonna do about this? I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm like, oh, but church is Saturdays though, like football though. So I'm like, okay, cool. Still playing football. Luckily we moved from Saturdays to Wednesdays.
Okay.
So that kind of helped a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm still working on Saturdays. And then it gets to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm realizing, so I didn't go uni in 18, I took a gap year.
Okay.
So going to uni the following year, I knew I was going. A little village, city, but it's actually really a village, really, up north.
What were you studying?
Hey, I'm going to study HR.
HR.
Yeah. So I'm going there and I'm like, okay, God, I hear you talking to me in my church. I'm not going to start it just yet. I'm going to uni next year. I know if I go to uni, I can come out either one way or another way.
It's true.
Either better and a great person, or I could be a hot mess after this. So I'm like, okay, next year I'm going to the university far away up north. I want you to find me a church that I can go to. Adventist church, that's what I know. Adventist church where I can just worship and be.
Okay.
If you do that, hey, I guess I'll follow you.
Yeah.
And so Was my place was confirmed? Yeah.
Was this like, were you praying up until this point?
Yeah. So
or was this your like?
This is my prayer. Like after the sermon, I'm going to uni the next year.
Okay.
So like, God, okay, cool. I'm not gonna start this yet. I'm going next year. So once
then
I'm gonna.
Okay. So from 13. So I'm just backtracking a bit. So
Yeah.
from 13, when that was like your remembered prayer.
Yeah.
When did you get back to speaking to God? Is that when you started listening to them sermons, or is this like your next like, okay, God, let's see?
No, my main prayer, my only prayer that I remember praying from 13 to like then is yeah, hey God, thanks for today. I hope Mom's okay up there. Please take care of her. Hope she's doing okay. That's my main prayer.
Yeah,
like
okay.
Mom's up there. Hope she's okay. That's my prayer every single night.
Right.
Because again, I'm still, even up until 18, 19, I'm still not over my mum passing away.
Of
I'm still kind
course.
of grieving that,
Yeah.
and it's still having a full effect on that.
Yeah.
That's always kind of my prayer that I remember from that then onwards.
Right. Okay.
It's nothing like help me know you more. Who are you?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not really. It's like it's mum.
Yeah.
Hope you're okay up there, whatever that means. Yeah.
Okay. So this is now your prayer.
So my next prayer is, okay, I hear you. Find me a church. Yeah. If you're legit,
If you
find me,
wanted to.
yeah. Find me, if you do so, boom. I will kind of we'll go with that.
Right.
So up until that point, yeah. So then I knew I'm going there next year. I get there, and oh yeah, okay, my prayer, right?
Yeah.
So Facebook, I think Facebook or YouTube, Facebook or Google, I've been to church, and Bayman, I mean like the sticks. And there's one local one, tiny one. Message the lady, hey, you guys open tomorrow or open on Saturday? What time do you guys start? I'm a new student here. I kind of want to see you guys. Obviously, I remember my prayer.
Yeah.
And so I remember Saturday came, yeah, first week at uni. Got there, like cool. Okay, got there early before they even opened the doors opened.
Wow.
Yeah, I was keen.
Ready?
I'm keen. I was keen.
Okay.
But I'm always I try to be punctual. Now that's changed, but yeah, I was super punctual. So then got there. Met this lady, her name, Sister Dell. Yeah, she just, hey, how are you? So friendly.
Oh, okay.
And that was the turning point. Like, that was like, not per se for God, but for community.
Yeah.
Because up until this point, obviously I've got friends, but like just community belonging is still not really there.
Yeah.
I've still yet to find my purpose on kind of like where I'm kind of taken on. I'm like, it's just, hey Doug, we love you here. You like just kind of direction, purpose, so forth. And so for me, that church there was like the foundation, and these were like formative years.
Right.
If I didn't have that, I don't think I'd be here, to be honest.
Okay.
It was that pivotal to my faith and just where I am now, because with them, it was a family church. 15 members, 15 people at the church, very small church. About half of us, maybe 75% of us were students.
Okay.
So always hanging out.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's
Whoa.
yeah.
75.
Yeah.
Fair.
But this is 15 people though. So about 8 of us
Whoa.
are students.
Okay.
I'd put a bit more. The rest like older.
That's like what you needed.
Yeah. The rest of us are old. The rest of them are older folks. And so every Saturday I come to church. There's lunch every single Saturday without fail.
Wow.
And obviously like long day at uni, all week. Sorry. Then I'm like, okay, cool. But there,
lunch is there.
Everyone's always staying for lunch. We're vibing. It's a community. So I actually fell in love with faith, so to speak, because of the community.
Yeah.
Because I felt belonging. If I'm not there, hey Doug, where are you? What's up? Oh, you know what I mean? During the week, hey, come over. What are you doing? Come through. I fell in love with God through people.
Okay.
And then eventually my faith and belief came after.
Yes.
And so I really found myself that was a key place for me to find my purpose, belonging, felt loved, felt cared for. Yeah, and that was really the starting point.
Okay. Can I ask, so I feel like what you said in terms of you found your community and they'll maybe message you like, oh, hey, where are you? Like, is everything good? I feel like as Christians, it can sometimes, when we're doing that, hey, how are you? It can come from a place of like, why are you not at church?
Yeah.
So what was it within the community that when they were asking that you knew it was from a genuine place of like, are you good? Like,
yeah.
Because with you saying that it was such a family, it's like if I'm going to a meal with my friends and I don't show up, and they're like, oh, where are you? And I know it's coming from a place of like, we want you to be here, like, where are you? Whereas when it comes to church, I think sometimes it can be a bit of like a judgmental, like, what are you doing? Why are you not at church thing? So like, what helped you distinguish the difference, and what made it so family based?
I don't think I did, because I didn't know anything else.
Okay.
But because they won't ask me to do stuff, I think with churches, like, why you not doing it? Or like, if you get a phone call from someone in church, it's like, what am I being called to do now? Or what am I going to do this weekend? Like, what am I doing? With them, I wasn't really used like that. And so, because they provided all the meals, because they took care of me and they picked me up, dropped me off, I knew already that they just want me to be here. And so when they invited me, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I wasn't here. No, I'm actually away this week, and I'm not feeling well today. We'll pick you up. Oh, okay, great. Like, because of the foundation they set of just being loving and caring for me without any strings attached, I'm never gonna doubt why they call me. It's coming from a place of they've built that trust with me and why they care. And so I'm not thinking, oh, well, why is he calling me? No. Oh, yeah. And you should be calling me, actually. Because, if I mean that most to you, like
this is what we do.
Because again, it's a space where all of us feel loved and cared for. And so, that's a key foundation of why I was able to be like, oh, yeah. And I felt open to say why I'm not at church.
Okay.
I wasn't lying. I'm not like, oh, no, because the relationship was there. That's a key thing.
Right.
And they know, and I know, it's all right, that they care for me.
Yeah. So then how did it establish from, you've now found a community and your faith is kind of tied to this belongingness that you've wanted, that you remembered from Pathfinders, but you're now actually experiencing in this age. So how did this translate to now, like, okay, my one-on-one relationship with God? Yeah.
So then obviously from there, this 2016... 17ish, I forgot. 2016ish. Bible studies for baptism.
With the same group?
Yeah, same group. Yeah, for baptism. Me and my friend were having Bible study together. We're like, should we get baptized? And obviously I'm learning more, but it's not really sinking in. But again, the foundation is always the community. So if I get baptized a year later, and doctrinally wise, I'm still struggling my faith. I'm still not struggling, but like I wouldn't say I have like a strong relationship. I'm still reading my Bible, but I don't really remember like God as like a tangible, personal. He's more like theoretical.
God is God.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing personal. And then so that's that. And then again, I'm still reading my Bible and so forth. God's still not very personal. It's very much what I do know about the doctrines and what we believe in. It's just that Bible says this what I believe. I'm very like, hey, okay, this is this.
The rules.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what it says. This is what it says. There's no like, well, why is God saying this? Or how does God care about me personally?
Okay.
Not really. But then that changed in my final year though. 2019, I graduated in 2019.
Still doing HR?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm about to graduate, and again, in this period too, I'm actually now being used. Hey, I can do this, that. But then, we're about to leave. All of us are about to leave because we're all the same cohort of students. And the elder says to me, "Hey, Doug, do you mind preaching before you go?" Yeah, that's fine. And I'm like, "Oh, what should I preach on?" I said, "Oh, let me preach about this church, how they've been such an impact for me." As like a thank you for like just a reflection on what you guys done for me in my life, my spiritual life, right? So obviously, to that, I have to ask questions. I was like, hey, so when did you guys open the church? She's like, oh, actually, funny story you ask. Like, in 2015, the church was about to close down. Okay, now, backtrack. I prayed a prayer, hey, God, find me a church in 2015.
Right.
And she's like, oh, yeah, we're about to close down in 2015, but God told us people are coming, and so keep church open.
Wow.
So I'm like, whoa. Okay. Wait. So I prayed that prayer in 2015, and I came there following in 2016. If the church wasn't there, my prayer was, God, find me a church at that time. So I'm like,
there would have been none.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh. So, and also, me and my other best friend baptized together. My other friend came as well. Found the church through me because I came. So there's a whole like trail of like people
just come through
because of a church.
All same age.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my goodness. God, I prayed that prayer. They could have shut down. This could have happened. There's no way. Yeah, because the nearest church was an hour and a bit away. training of 15, 20 minutes, but I was in that faith stage or belief stage to be like that trek. And that cost money too by train. Like, a finding course wasn't cheap at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm like, God, you actually had this plan. And that's when God really became tangible and like, okay, it's not just, this won't just happen out of a sudden. It's actually, there's a plan here. And now you're real. Now God was there, now he's like here. And that was kind of like the clicking moment for me to be like, okay, he's definitely working things out here. Because so many things could have gone left, but it didn't. It aligned. Not only for me, but other people who were also in my life, who were baptized with me, who kind of grew spiritually because of this church.
Wow.
So I was like, okay. That was the moment for me. I was like, okay, got it.
Wow.
Got it.
It's the fact she said, we didn't close it because we knew that people were coming.
God told us people are coming.
Yeah.
So I was like,
okay.
Yeah.
So having done that, had that conversation with the person, you were like, okay, God, you're working and you're also working for me, like you care about me, that kind of. So how did your relationship with God then build from that? Was that after you did the sermon, or was that during, whilst you were planning the sermon, like more faith? Because this was, how old were you, 21 now? 21
around, 21, 22, I think. Yeah.
So how did that continue, and then into getting baptized as well? Like,
So I think that was after I got baptized, a few years after I got baptized. But I'm still kind of growing, because that's my first instance of knowing God and seeing it as personal. But then later on from that, I went to mission school and so forth. Those are kind of other stepping stones to help me. Because again, when I read the Bible, I read it in a sense of like, it's a book and God's telling me things what to do. It's more guidance on what to do, for sure. But it's not personal yet.
Okay.
And I think the Bible is not only guidance, it's also personal. It's not about God trying to get you somewhere. It's also about God realizing that God's with you on those steps, getting you there. But for me, God's like, hey, I'm here, you're here, I'm guiding you through. So even in that revelation, I still realize God's actually part of my life and like he's making things happen, but he's still kind of there.
Okay.
He's not with me on the journey. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
And so through that, it's more of different experiences that kind of come after that. Mission school, which allow me to have a deeper relationship and kind of education of who God is,
right?
And how to study the Bible, where it's like God's real now, God's personal, and you see God through it. Really, it's not just yes, no, maybe. So,
why did you go to mission school?
So I actually wanted to go to mission school. I was going to do my master's in HR.
Yeah.
But everyone kept telling me, "Dog, go to mission school." I'm like, mission school, like. Nah. Like me pay money to learn more about God, I can do that at my own time, no? And then that's like 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like this is like mission school. Like it's like every single day for like 4 or 5 months.
After, so you graduated.
Yeah.
You've been baptized.
Yeah.
And now you're planning on doing a master's.
Yeah. But everyone's telling me to go to mission school.
And pay to go mission school.
Yes.
But also work almost, because it is 9 to 5.
Yeah. So
it's like working hours, but you're paying to do it.
Yes.
To get to know God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So I go for my page. People helped me to go to mission school because I couldn't afford it.
Yes.
Obviously put some money myself. I went because I thought God called me to do that.
Okay.
Therefore, I felt convicted to go because like, okay, it's becoming a bit too. Like, it went from people telling me this to like God telling me, and I feel the conviction that this is something what He wants me to do.
Is this through prayer or just through
conviction and prayer and just reading the Bible and sermons and listening to them? Like everything keeps hitting back to go to this mission school, do something for God.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, fairs. Go to mission school now. 2019, amazing experience. I'm like, wow. Learning more about God, but also learning about how to share the gospel people about the gospel with other people and seeing how they receive it. I'm like, wow, because I'm actually enjoying this. And seeing that it's not only about me, it's also about other people and how by me sharing, they're being blessed. But I'm like, wow, God, I feel so close to you. I feel like something's happening here. Like, it's just like, I can't explain it, but it's like, wow.
You're feeling off of sharing.
Yeah. It's like, that was like, wow. And then from there, it's like, okay, that I got given different responsibilities from there. Anyways, after I finished mission school after about 4 or 5 months. And then my pastor who is in the same church I was at before, up north, he's like, hey Doug, you're finished now. Do you want to come back and work as like a Bible worker?
Okay.
We'll sponsor and see how we can get you here. We'll cover all we need to be, just all you do is focus on mission. At this point, obviously, mission is like really key for me. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing how beautiful mission is and sharing the power of that. I got there.
So was that a question for you as to whether you should go, or you were just like, yeah, of course?
No, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I didn't even have a plan after. I didn't know what to do. So I'm like, this made sense.
Okay.
Logical step. I get there. This is a pandemic now.
Wow. Okay.
And things happen, and then I'm on furlough. I mean, the pastors are now on furlough, so they can't do what they can do. So my pastor, hey Doug, you manage the churches basically. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, you managing the church?
Yeah, like they're small ones.
Okay.
I'm on Zoom.
Right.
And so I'm there, I'm doing that, but I'm also a Bible worker. So I'm basically, my aim is to be in the community and basically share the gospel in the community organically.
Right.
That's what I'm there for primarily, but he gave me this like on top of that.
Okay.
So, but doing this, I'm like, wow, okay, like people are difficult, but I don't see myself being anywhere else.
Yeah.
Serving and just being able to help people grow spiritually, and just like in that phase, it was a very lonely time because only me there, and I had other people around. Like my friends left after that, so at that point, I had to really depend on God.
Okay.
Because it's lonely, I'm like, God, like my relationship, like it's only me and God, like it's only me and Him. Like I've got no else to look type thing.
Yeah.
And so at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm depending on God. My prayers become much more personal now.
Right.
It's like dependent. It's like, God, help me. It's like, hey, I need you here. I need you here. It's more relational rather than God tell me to do this and this and that.
Yeah.
So after I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, now I'm growing my relationship with God. I'm like, okay, depending on Him more. I'm seeing Him more as personal through this process
That you're going through.
Yeah, rather than far. And that kind of, it's become much more deeper and deeper and deeper. And I'm seeing that, like, I can't, God is part of my life. It's everything I do has to be with Him.
Yeah.
And like what I'm doing now, stressful, long and tiring and lonely at times, but I don't see myself in anything else.
Wow.
Like I play football. When I'm on the pitch, it's the best feeling.
Yeah.
Like unless you play, if you know, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we have things where like it's like when I'm on the pitch, it's like I'm home. Electric.
Right.
Like stressful at times, pressure, yes, but it's no, you know, that's where I want to play. On the right wing, boom, I'm there. Like, but when I was doing this, I felt at home.
Okay.
I thought this is what I'm to do.
Right.
Like I did HR because I love people. I want to do people, and so I'm like, this is what I've really wanted to do. This is people. This is, but it's also people with such a powerful impact because it's eternity.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing people receive the gospel and be like, wow. I'm like, oh my goodness, like like
life has
changed. I'm seeing what the gospel does to people and their lives and just the outlook on life and how different it is for them. And even for me as well.
Yeah.
I found my belonging in God. I feel like God healed me through mum and passing away, and just that processing came ultimately through God. Wow. That healing as well.
Yeah.
And God's put all the people and these things in place for that purpose of healing and get me back to ultimately Him.
So from that, basically being put into leading the churches.
Yeah.
What got you then into doing what you're doing now in terms of theology, studying that and pursuing that position?
From there, I knew I wanted to be in, I called it at the time full-time ministry, but I didn't quite know what that meant.
Yeah.
But I thought meant serving God full-time.
Okay.
I didn't know if that meant pastor or that could be a missionary. I didn't know what that meant.
Right.
But I know that serving God as a primary focus of my life is that. Yeah.
Could that have been then not through income, but just through life? Or you wanted your main 9 to 5 to be ministry? Because I think me, even now, I'm like, okay, for me, I want what I do entirely to be regarding sharing God's love with people.
Yeah.
And I want that, if I could, I would want that to be my job does that as well. But then you have a place where everyone's like, well, your life should reflect your ministry, your life should reflect Jesus. So if I'm working in the hospital or if I'm working wherever, your life reflecting that. But was yours that way, or was it more, actually no, I want my 9 to 5 to be in a church, in a mission, in a something like that? Yeah. And what made you think that was the one for you?
Yeah, I think also because I didn't have a career. I've worked before that. I've always been working.
Yeah.
But all my jobs I've been into, I've never thought, besides football, I never thought I could do this for the rest of my life.
Yes.
I've worked in retail, worked in sales, I've worked in so many different areas. I'm like, any other job I can think do my whole life is this one I'm doing now. Is I work with kids in care.
Yeah.
And helping them, but again, it's people again.
Yeah.
And so what I'm doing, all my jobs that I've done since then are all serving people.
Okay.
And so, again, with the job I'm doing now, it's serving people, but I'm like, okay, I could do this because I'm serving people, but even in that, I'm still gospeling, I'm still ministering.
Yeah.
And so...
'Cause that's what Jesus did.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%. So I think because of my experience of life and like my work experience too, I'm like, there must be more to work just stacking shelves. Like, yes, you can go if I go to that, but I don't feel that's why God put me in that place for me.
Yes. Yeah.
And because of my experience, again, God was using stepping stones because He gave me the little taster of ministry, because I'm working for the conference as a Bible worker. My primary role is, hey Douglas, from Monday to Friday or the whole week really, how are you planning on reaching the people in your where you are now? Like, and so when I'm praying, I'm studying. Okay, how am I going to reach people with the gospel? How am I going to get to know people? How am I going to make an impact in the community without having to worry? I'm not worrying about what I'm going to eat.
Right.
Because
because
the conference is covering me for eating and food and transport. Everything's covered for. So all I'm focusing on primarily is how are you going to
share the gospel.
That's it.
Fairs. So
I'm like, there's no pressure. Well, there is, but there's not. Because my main focus is this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, imagine, okay, I'm working 9 to 5. I'm tired. I'm finished. Then I've got to think about, and it can be done, but I haven't experienced that.
Yeah.
All I know now is
just life.
That's life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, great. And again, it's a lot of flexibility in that as well. And again, I'm mingling organically. Like, if I used to go play badminton, a guy around the corner. Hey, come play badminton together. But in that, I call it organic ministry because I'm living life, but I'm living it as a purposeful.
Yes.
How can we share the gospel here? How can we make an impact? But again, I'm not worrying about
everything else.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's what ministry.
That's a blessing. Wow.
Yeah. And I think it can be done in other areas, but that's not what God's called me to be. And so I think with that, that experience was key, but I still wasn't sure how that was going to play out and what that looked like.
Yes.
Pastor wasn't in my mind, or I didn't think that. I just thought, hey, I don't know.
Just ministry.
Yeah. And so from there, finished that mission school, did that Bible work. Then I'm like, okay, what's next? Came back home, worked for a few years, I think a year or two maybe, and then with kids in care, and I'm like, okay. But God's like, hey Douglas, but what are you doing? Because now you're just chasing bag, and like you forgot what you did all those years ago and what you've been doing. Like, what's next, bro? Like really. Cause I was chasing the money for sure.
Yeah.
And I was like working crazy hours,
but
there's nothing there.
Did you feel that lack of there's nothing there, or no, because your focus was elsewhere? It was kind of like until God was like, come on.
It was definitely was secondary. Even like preaching and so forth was secondary in terms of like I'm working most of it now. I've got a bit more like I have sermons I'm going to preach, but like my main focus I'm working.
Yeah.
And so I thought I lost my purpose in that sense. My friend called me, hey Doug, mission school happening again at Newbold. You should go. We should go. Let's go. Because me and him were like super tight.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm like, but bro, I'm working though, like full time and like.
Money. Yeah.
Because bro, let's just do it, man. A few months, like it's a year, it's 1 year, bro. 1 year. You go there for like 3-4 months. After that, you get sent to a mission, and you come back, and after that, you see what you do after that.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Applied, kind of like here and there. Got there, but again, I'm not sure what ministry looks like.
Yes.
And so I get there, and I'm like, pastor? Yeah, I don't think so, you know. But I got there and like I realized that being a pastor is so broad. I think people are pastors who are like accountants or pastors. The pastor but didn't focus on accounting. You have like you have people who are like who do just media. The pastor but just focus on media.
Fair.
So I'm like,
I've not even thought about that.
Yeah, this pastoring thing is like so broad. Like I'm not just in one space. I'm like, I can do so many other things. I'm like, so that's God's stepping stone for me to be like, Douglas, ministry isn't just like this. It's broad. It's wider. And okay, cool, got it. I was meant to move to Australia, so I got a post. I got accepted to go to Australia to be a Bible worker there. I'm like, great. Wow. That fell through. Okay, cool. Went back to work. Okay, Doug, back again on this money thing again. You're chasing, but there's no purpose again. Because my work's, I think also because my work's quite demanding. I work 15-hour shifts.
Wow.
Sleep at work is draining, dead. Do you know what I mean? And so I didn't I'm too busy resting and chilling after work
to then be focused on. Okay, yeah.
So then, okay. My best friend went to do theology after mission school.
Right.
I worked for a year.
Yeah.
I went the following year.
Okay.
So you know what? Okay, if I'm gonna be in ministry, especially in the UK, I need to have a degree. I need to have a foundation basis.
Right.
And so I applied for the course, did the whole lot. 3 years it was, 3 years. And then in this experience, I'm just like, yeah. This is the way I should be.
Okay.
And it's just through experiences, through other people kind of confirming in this, and just how I know I feel in this space. When you belong, you just know.
Okay.
No one forces you to belong or to feel belonging. Belonging, you just know you belong. No one has to convince you. And for me, just serving in this capacity had to be a way to be like, okay, cool. It's definitely difficult. It's definitely a lot of character development because it's pressure as well. But I'm like, yes, it's pressure, but I know that all I want to do is serve in this capacity.
Yeah.
And whether that's through sermons and different things, and like just care group homes and just open up a home, just things like that. That's things I'm very passionate about because that's how I came into this.
Right.
That's why for me it's very important to like church is not a space where we just come for just sermons and just like, is it at home? Do people feel like if I haven't come, they're gonna miss me?
Okay.
Is because that's what my foundation was that. Yeah. And so the reason why God and theology and doctrine and what I believe about God came was through the environment was a space where I could be. I felt loved, I felt cared for, I felt at home.
Yeah.
And so like church is about what we believe in, but it's also we can't neglect the social aspect to it.
Yeah.
It's very important. People want to belong. Doesn't matter where you're from, we all want to belong in a space.
We're
and
made
somewhere.
to want to be a part of something.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think we do a disservice when we don't. Church isn't a place where you generally care about people, and it's not just about, hey, what are you doing here? Can you help me here? No, but how are you though?
Yeah.
Like, have you got lunch? No, you haven't. Oh, you're a student. Yeah, come over and have lunch every Saturday. Do or die. There's lunch.
Yeah.
During the week, I'm catered for. Like, come over. Are you okay? Dropping off here. Come through. Different church events. I couldn't afford to go to different church events, like maybe weekends away or what. My friend, my mentor, paid for me to go.
Yeah.
And through those experiences, I'm like, I'm learning more about God. People are given sacrificially because they want me to grow.
Yeah.
They allow me to step into different roles and different responsibilities that allow me to grow.
Yeah.
And so people are pouring into me all the time. And because of that, I'm like, wow, okay. Like, I'm seeing myself grow. I'm seeing myself realize who I am and what I need and who God is. I'm like, but how did this come about? Well, through people.
Yeah.
They create the space for me to do that. And so that's kind of also how I want to give back. And so I feel like as in ministry as well, I believe I'm able to kind of try and create that space as well. Because that's why the church in Acts grew so quickly, because they were together.
Yeah.
They were a family. They met from house to house. Listen, I'm not a bigger fan of going to people's houses. But for them to go house to house daily,
I know.
they must have felt belonging. They must have felt a certain way that it's like, wow, yeah, I want to be here.
Like home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they felt loved, they felt cared for, and the Bible says that they had all things in common. So they shared things economically, food. There was no lacking anything.
Yeah.
And so that's how it should be. And the gospel spread so quickly. Yes, because of the gospel and because the message is powerful, 100%, no doubt. But also because with that, it showed that they were one, there was love, and that ultimately God was there.
Yeah.
And the actions testified of and showed that the gospel is also tangible and experienced, and you can taste and see that God is actually good through this. So
No, that's amazing. That had me like, because it's like, it's so true in how being in church is more than just going. It is that home feeling, and I feel like I sometimes step into the thing of like, I can fall into, oh, you're at church for the first time. Oh, okay, lovely to meet you. But like, how could you be involved?
Yeah.
But it is so much more than that. It is, how are you? Like, I think for me anyway, like when I was at uni, and a part of like as to why I'm so in church now is because before I missed that community aspect. So the thing that kept me in church is my friends that I have now.
Yeah.
Because I've had them since however long, and we've kind of just gone through life together, including going through church together. But if you don't have that core friendship, that core people, it is hard to go through church and see God's love in there if it is just a hi, bye, see you next week. Because that's not really love. Like, love is the how are you? How can I help you? How can I serve you?
Tangibly.
And yeah, exactly. Because then that is really and truly, that is the gospel being shown and being taught, and it's the whole package, rather than imagine just turning up to something and they're telling you this, but it looks completely different. You're not going to really see it as this is where I want to be. So wow, no, that's really good.
Because I find it interesting how Christ says, by this all men will know that you are mine if you love one another. He could have said so many other things. Like he could have said, by this all men know, but you know that you are mine if you keep the commandments, which is relevant. Like so many other things you could have said, but he says, by you loving and being loved amongst you and being one, show that you are mine. Which is powerful, which shows the impact of community, of being together and just showing love and just being, because the world's cold, really and truly, but us being that space and being, like you're saying, that community and belonging and so forth. God is one that is a community as well in that. And so he made us in his image, and we're made not to be. We could be introverted, but like we need people.
We do. Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
So
everyone wants that belonging. Everyone wants that love, and if we can share that with people, and we're called to do that, then we should do that as well. And we've got the greatest example of that, like Jesus. He literally loved everyone, no matter how it was. Because I think that's one thing as well, like we can be so stuck on like sharing that love with people that also share love to us. But it's actually going past that and just, as you said, sacrificial love. And that is really representing Jesus.
No strings attached. Just because you need, I'm helping you because you need help, not because I want you to no
do this or do that.
Just genuine love and genuine caring. So
wow. Okay, so that's kind of brought you to where you are now, would you say? Definitely. Wow. Just I think all again stepping stone, because then if you told me this like many years ago, but I'm here where I am now, no chance. But again, God's kind of showing you light here and there, and give me experiences which are going to shape what I'm going to be and what I'm going to do with church and ministry and so forth. And so I'm definitely a product. We're all products of our experiences. But I'm trying to, I think God's helped me have the mindset and the hindsight to realize that these experiences, some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are difficult and traumatic. But again, all things work together. Yes.
And but then for all things to work together, I've also got to kind of buy in and to kind of draw into his vision. Because I don't understand the end. But I'm trusting that he does. And that if he can find me a church and I had no clue what I was praying for, like surely everything else is going to be
align,
you know what I mean?
And greater.
And so I think definitely stepping stones. Because there's no way I would say yes to this many years ago, no chance. But hey, I'm here, and again, that's how God works. Doesn't give you all the light, bit by bit, and then sunrise.
Yes, favorite part of the day. Favorite part of the day. I think also briefly, I think God is so good in the fact that, as you said, He'll use things that we kind of lacked or don't have to then allow us to step into that calling. Or things that we did have, but like for instance, you didn't have that community, you then received it, saw the value in it, and probably appreciated it more than, for instance, others that have just always been in that, and then now have called you into, I want you to create this community and like encourage people to have that place and emphasize, whether that be in ministry. Because I think the sermon that you did that's literally been stuck with me is when you were saying like, as churches, how is it that we just do one thing on the Sabbath, but like throughout the week, what are we doing? Where are we forming that community? Where are we forming that kind of love, homeness that people then seek outside of church to get? And it's through you not having that God's been able to encourage you to then put that in your heart to share that with others. And it's really encouraging, very encouraging, and it needs to be shared more. So thank you. My final question for you then is, so each day is a living testimony, and I think there's so many different characters in the Bible that really really have their own testimony of how God has worked through their life and how God has continued to work through them. So in terms of your testimony back then, or even like just a small part of your testimony, what character in the Bible resonates with you the most and has even encouraged you to keep pushing in where God is calling you to be now?
It's difficult. I feel like there's a few different Bible characters. But I think I definitely resonate with Paul a lot.
Yep.
I don't know how. I know I do, but I'm trying to figure out how, because like he's a very interesting guy. He's a favorite guy as well. But like I think just the fact that he had especially more when he was in ministry, he didn't let kind of bad things or what he went through steer him off.
Okay.
I feel like for me, like life could have gone differently if God didn't intervene and God didn't come in and God didn't kind of shine a light for me. And with Paul's eyes, like with Paul, he was going down a certain route. Thought it was the right route, so to speak, but God kind of blinded his eyes and kind of opened them and kind of redirected him. And even in that redirection, it came through someone else. Yeah. Right? So God told someone else to go and tell him. Do you know what I mean? It's like God used other people to tell him. And so for me, God has used a lot of people. For me, people are so important in my life. Like God has used other people to kind of tell me where I'm going. And I think, and give me the direction. Again, with Paul, he had Barnabas.
Yes.
I've had many Barnabas who have taken under their wings. Hey, Doug, do this. His opportunity is not opportunity. His opportunity. I've been blessed so many opportunities in my life to get to where I am now, my experience and whatnot. Yeah. Without that, I wouldn't be where I am now. And so I think God's used that experience to kind of make me who I am now. And again, Paul eventually, not saying like I'm now independent like normal Barnabas, but I still need people for sure. But like with Paul, again, Barnabas was a key figure in going from where he was into the church and being embedded into the church, and his ministry kind of flourished from there, and eventually he kind of travelled. I want to travel like Paul as well. Okay. Valid. And just preaching the gospel, because he was out and about. He was. But again, for him, some of the things that he talks about is it's about personal, getting to know people, visiting people, and Paul is very personal. He took time to know people, and so he can reach the gospel to them and with the gospel in a very unique way. Yes. All his letters in the New Testament are all very unique. Are very also show his knowledge of who he's talking to. Yes, he got to know them to then be able to direct the message to what they needed. And that's very powerful for me. That's what I kind of aspire to do in ministry. You get just learn and just listen first before preaching type thing. Because it's easy to say, look at it and think judgmental and be like, okay, but why? But why? And that also allows a genuine relationship and genuine understanding, because life is life and it's difficult. It is. But God is working on all of us. Yeah. So. Okay, I love that. To be fair, I was going to say Paul for myself. Okay, so when you said Paul, I was like, oh. But I think mine was in a different way. But I really liked how you said in terms of it took God kind of blinding him to then show him what was actually happening, or like where he needed to go. Because I think I see that in my life as well. But I would say for me, I think mine's always been stuck on like, believe it's Paul when it's like, I've got a thorn in my side. I feel like God has really been in my life where there is a thorn to remind me like it's not you that's changed. Like I'm changing you consistently. It's not you that's done all the work. It's a continuous thing. And also to remind me like, okay, this is here because I also want you to talk about that. I want you to actually like and be open with sharing where you are struggling, because you are meant to do that. Like don't just keep it all in, because that is where the devil kind of keeps you to a thing of where you got to keep everything secret, and now you're in your head, and now you can't get out, and now you believe in all of what the enemy believes rather than what actually God believes about you, and by sharing that. So interesting how like the same character can really fit loads of different people. But that's been really good. That's been really good. So my final thing is, what advice would you give to someone who's currently unsure about their faith, currently unsure about their identity and their purpose and where God is calling them? How would you advise them to go to God about that, or how would you advise them to figure out what they need to do? If that makes sense. I think especially with faith, I think from my experience, it took a lot of coming out of my comfort zone. In my uncomfortability, and like learning new things or trying new things, especially in terms of faith, and just hey, I can't do that, but yeah, sure, if you're calling me, let me try that. That allowed me to kind of realize what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, but also the fact that also helped me to depend more on God. I think especially in this time, like for me, like the time where I kind of struggle the most, or like, is because I'm just focused on myself. But when I kind of went out and it was uncomfortable, and like sharing the gospel, just sharing God to other people, I didn't know too much. All I knew is that, hey, he loved me, died for me. I know this is great. I've been blessed by this. That's all I knew.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
It is.
And it's by sharing that I'm realizing, wow, okay. And then I'm being challenged. Well, what does the Bible say about this? I don't really know. So I have to dig deeper.
Yeah.
So I'm forced to go back to God and say, hey, God, he asked me this question. I have no clue what's happening here. I have to go and study again. Hey, Doug, can you get Bible studies? What? I've never done it in my life. Have to go then. Okay,
Yeah.
let me. I love being put on my comfort zone, but it's uncomfortable. But I have to depend on someone.
Yeah.
And it can't be myself.
That's so
It
true.
has to be God. And so in that, I'm like, okay, cool, learning more about Him. And even in like my struggles and struggle, I've had definitely moments of struggling in the faith. But I realized that the times when I've been struggling is when I've been secluded by myself in my own head, when I'm with community, when I share things. I think it's important for me just to be able to try and just sharing, like find Galatians, I think 5 says like bear one another's burdens, right?
Yeah.
And I think we carry so many things on our own, like you know when we go like shopping, right? You're carrying so much baggage. Someone says, "Hey, can I help you?" No, you can't.
No.
I'm okay.
That's me.
You're not okay. You are not. You are struggling with all these bags from Lidl, and let go. Like oftentimes I'm like, oh no, I'm fine. Carry it.
Yeah.
And I'm struggling, but just let someone take it. But at the same time, be that person also to be like, no, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
And I think for me, a lot of people have been that person in my life saying, no, that's too much. Let me take it for you.
Okay.
And that allowed me to say, you really do care. Okay, you're showing genuine interest. So I think it's both. It can be difficult to let people take burdens, but also be a person who kind of can help people in burden. Because my favorite text is Proverbs 11:25, I think it is. It says, he that waters will also himself be watered.
Yeah.
And so as you help other people and bless other people, it's going to come back to you, and you're definitely going to also just grow from that as well. But I think also in terms of just in general, drawing close to God, just test Him. Like, God wants you to know Him.
Yep.
He wants you He wants to reveal Himself to you more fully than you have now or have ever had been. And so my prayer was, God, if you're legit, find me a local church.
Yeah.
He did that. That's just finding a church. Like, God will find a way to meet. God meets us where we are. And so if you ask Him and you're open to that, He will definitely show you. He'll find a way to tangibly. And in that, it's just a little bite. But as you keep nibbling, you realize,
I need more.
yeah, it's good. And I think so. Definitely pray about it. Just say something about it to God. You don't know how to pray. That's okay. Like, prayer isn't like a formula. God, I don't know if you're real. I don't know if you're legit. I don't know. I feel like I'm losing purpose. Show me who you are. Give me direction. He will do that. It may not come instantly, but it'll take Him a journey like it has with me, and it's still doing with me. Even you, I'm sure. Where it's like, He'll show you step by step by step. Eventually you realize, wow, okay. He's there.
Yeah.
He's there. So that's God. He will definitely show you who He is. And when you see who He really is, not because of what other people say, but what He says of Himself, and experience Him for who He really is. Yeah. And don't be discouraged by people. You may not have my experience of with church and whatnot, and that space, but you can also be that space and that change that you want to see as well.
100%.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much. That was really, really good. Thank you so much for sharing and being willing to share your story. And I'm sure many people will be encouraged by it. I 100% was. And I think also, guys, ask yourself that question yourself, like, are you creating that space for people? Are you asking people like how they are, or are you actually creating that home for them, whether that be at church, whether that be at work, or are you allowing there to be a safe space for people, basically? Because that's something Jesus did always throughout the Bible. And even though He was questioned about doing that through the Pharisees. He stayed doing that because that's what love is, and that's what we're called to do. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for
I hope
having
you
me.
guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share with everyone, and stay tuned for the next episode about testimonies, sharing God's love. Thanks so much. See you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.